Good afternoon. I'm just going to go through the reasons I called the trades I did this morning on the yen pairs. So last night we had pin bars on all the pairs actually. We had a correction yesterday and the day before. Now EJ, my favourite pair, formed this pin bar and rejected this 12,600 level, which is obviously a level the Bank of Japan have got their fingers in the pies. We had rejection of it all around February, March. Now she broke through it and she's pulled back to it, and we had a beautiful pin bar. Not my favourite pin bar because it's not a green hammer or a Harami cross, but still good enough reason to take a trade. Okay, we also had a rejection of 500 here, almost to the pit, as you can see. And because this happened last night, this is a 12 o'clock candle, close at 12 o'clock, we ideally we would have been in at about 7:10. Okay, unfortunately, our entry was 800, so we missed 90 pips through the Asian session, and we had to go in above the 8 o'clock candle, so 12,800 was our target. Now, our stop was at 12.50 or 12.55, which is a big old stop in this, but she's moving a lot at the minute. There's a lot of intervention from the Bank of Japan, so we had to suffer that. Now we've got that up as quick as possible, obviously. Now price, we're still in this trade, so price is still moving up, about 75 pips in profit at the minute on this one. Now we just had a risk event, and I closed the other pairs, and the reason being, they were all hovering around just above. We were in profit on all of them, and they were just above the entry. Now, with a risk event, it was a US dollar risk event. It could have gone the other way, and to get out of 5 pairs in a fast-moving market is impossible. So we were risking. We were exposed though with six yen pairs. So I took a decision to close in profit the 5 and leave the EJ, which was running 60 pips in profit at the time. And we would have had time to get out of that if she went the wrong way. Okay, so just running through, we had beautiful pin bar on Aussie yen, just bouncing off the monthly support, and off she fired. Again, this was a 12 o'clock finish candle, and we should have been at 10.065, but we don't trade that session. So again, we missed that 100 pips on the move. So ideally, this would have probably hit our target 1 by now. But again, we could only go in above the 8 o'clock candle, and this is where she is at the minute. This one's closed. We closed this one for about plus 14, I think, plus 8 or plus 14. CAD yen, again, beautiful pin bar at 707. Very strong indication, this one, on the weekly support. Exactly the same story. We should have gone in at 520. We had to go in at 570, 580. Now the reason I took these trades was because we missed out on this drop the other day. There was no decent 4-hour candle to get in, so we missed this drop. I traded it down on the smaller time frames, but for the signal service we missed this, so I wasn't prepared to miss a move onto the upside this morning. So KGN, we closed the gain at about plus 8 pips. She's in profit now, but we're out of that one. Pound yen, again, exactly the same setup. A 14,700 rejection. Pin bar shot up. We should have really been in at 14,900. We managed to get in at 14,980. So it's 80 pips already moved in our favour, but obviously again we don't trade the Asian session. Again, exactly the same setup with the New Zealand dollar against the yen. Now this one was interesting as well because we have a rise in support, daily rise in support. She came back down, rejected 8,100, and also the rise in support, pin bar, and off she shot. Our entry should really have been 8,220 on this one, and she's 100 pips. She's moved 100 pips from that, but unfortunately we couldn't get it. So we're out of this one. Close this one at plus 6, I think. And UJ, exactly the same setup. 600 rejection. There's a big level of previous resistance here. Now it's turned into support. We are out of this. We closed out of this +8, I think. Here are our targets, and that's it. Again, big pin bar, beautiful pin bar. Let's have a look. We didn't take the Swissie. There's no point in taking the Swissie because it does exactly the same as the Euro Yen, so we don't want to overexpose ourselves. Nice if it goes the right way, obviously, because we double up our money, but if it goes the wrong way, it's double the risk. Okay, so here's our yen. She's pulled back a little bit, but nothing to worry about. We've now got our stop at 12,800, which is our entry level. We took 50 pips out of the other 5, and we scaled out of this at 80 pips. So it's 130 pips with the scale out. So it's 100 pips in the bag for the day, and this is still running up. First target is 13,000. Second target is 13,300, and where she goes from there, only the Bank of Japan knows. Okay, so that's a summary of this morning's moves, etc. And I'll record again any other significant development. Good morning, it's 17th of April 2013. Just going to go through this open trade we've got. We've got one, this is the only trade we've got running at the minute. We've got 2 pending. EJ. Okay, so we went in yesterday at 12,800. We scaled out 80 pips. She went up overnight to about plus 170, and now our stop is at plus 100 pips for the remaining portion of our trade. She's reached 786, so I will expect a correction here. How far, we don't know. She may pull all the way back down to the 786. In which case we'll be past our entry and we will be in minus. So I've put the stop at plus 100, so when she does come back she'll take us out for 100 pips. Now I'm expecting this just to be a correction because we've got an A, B, C, D setting up here, and the D point on this is a fair bit higher than where she is at the minute. So the initial D point is 13,500, that's 1618. Second potential D point is way past that. The 261 is about 14,100. Okay, now we're obviously not going to see that price this week. So that is our longer term game. So what we'll do is we'll just have them targets in mind and cash in on any pullbacks and rallies up. Okay, so she is correcting now. And I'll record again any significant developments.